Hiya, this is part 2 in a making my own space for me video. I'll put a link up somewhere here for part 1 so you know what I'm talking about, but the end result is I have a wall of rulers, but there's more to it than that. So stick with me and I hope you enjoy it, or at least find it a little bit useful. Yeah. Hey, I have been making progress. I have cleared this out. So now I've got just one trolley here. This mountain, it's getting smaller. What else have I done? I have moved all of this stuff behind me onto the table and I'm getting piles. My main pile here is yardage. So I actually have a home for that in another room, but you know, we'll see what happens when we finish sorting it out. I have a massive pile of scraps. I'm getting there, but I'm going to keep going with this big pile here. But I still have to keep emptying this, see what's in that cupboard, and I think when I see what's in the cupboard, I might need to just come across and tidy this cupboard up, so then I can put some stuff over there before then I do this. I have an idea though, because this tables are for using, right? It's more a bench, and I'm thinking, do I really need it? So once I've tidied everything up, I'm gonna be thinking to myself, do I need that there? If I just put stuff in that cupboard, do I actually need a table? Because it doesn't get used, it's just a dumping point. And if you have a dumping point, what gets put on it? Stuff. And then the stuff keeps piling up and up and up and up and up. I mean, I've got some cool things in here. I have got my fabric bucket. I use this and I put projects in it, and then I carry it around the house. And doesn't everyone have a fabric bucket? I have a couple of sewing subscription boxes that I treated myself to for my birthday or Christmas. And down here, I think that's quilt projects. I haven't been in it for a long time. I have another one here that was a Christmas present. So yeah, they're getting piled up and not used, and yeah, nothing's happening. Nothing's making me happy, so we'll keep going. An empty table, well, apart from the overlocker and some batting underneath and some tissues and part of the ventilation. Why that's there, I don't know, but an empty table. Almost ready to open this cupboard, but first I think I'm going to sort this a little bit because it's a lot messy. Hello, I have some progress. I have no idea what day it is on this resorting, but I have made some progress. I have still got the pile here. I still have the pile here. This is on the table. This is a sorting pile now. But the big news is the cupboard is now empty. Oh my gosh, the things that were in this cupboard. Anyway, I've thrown out stuff that, okay, there was things in jars that obviously were something once upon a time, but now it's just this big black clump at the bottom. So I have a big pile of stuff to go into the compost bin. I had a big pile of stuff that was leftover stuff from when my kids were little, party supplies. I gave them away on a local Facebook page, and in return I got a mud cake, which was pretty cool. I also had some other weird kitchen gadgets, and I exchanged them for a nice block of cheese. I like getting useful stuff that we use for stuff that's like just not getting used, you know. But yeah, so this is what I've got. So I managed to put my overlocker in. I was hoping to get it on this shelf, but it's not deep enough because of the hinges. But I've got it here. I need to get like a tray for it to sit on, so when I lift it out, it's coming out in the one piece. I'm thinking I'll put the, right down the bottom, I'll put my sewing machine. I'm thinking scraps at the top because I have a lot of scraps. I was hoping to get organisers to sort of go all the way across and colour sort them, but to buy organisers that would require money, and this is supposed to be temporary fixture, so I just think at the moment a box and a basket just to get it in there, and then we can sort it from there. This shelf, I'm thinking like the notions and gadgets that my trolleys hold. So let me just flip over the screen. This is one of the trolleys, and I have another trolley as well. And I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll put my current sewing projects on there, because on the kitchen table I have current sewing projects, my sewing machine, and things I want to make. So if I try to put this current sewing projects and things I want to make onto this, and then I can just move that to the table, in theory. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Not that big. I'm thinking I'll put the sewing machine on the bottom because it has a big carry handle and it's really easy to pull in and out. I bought some of these to stick on the doors up here, or here for the rulers. Even this one up here somewhere. Slight problem, the hole doesn't fit with the hook. I'm gonna have to go buy different ones. Okay, I have a confession. I think I may have done it. I think I may have tidied up sufficiently to work, possibly. It's not a permanent solution, it's a part-time solution, but over my shoulder there, look, there's no big table. There's no mountain of projects, but let's have a look. So this is the table where I work. I do have some stuff here, not quite sure where it's supposed to go yet, but mainly behind me, no big table. So this is not great. I have two trolleys here. I have one with my notions on it and a small like toolbox with the scissors and rotary cutter and markers and stuff that I would use, but it's just a smidge too small. I can't put a pen in the top, so I'm gonna try to get a bigger one. But that's what I was thinking. I would take that to the sewing machine at the table. This one at the back, that one there, is my projects. So the project that I just didn't quite finish because I screwed it up, I put in there. So let me just figure these things out for a second. Let me turn it around so I can show you. So this is the space. The table was here and there was a mountain. I've put all my, not all my rulers, but the ones with the holes have gone up here, and I think I put the rest in here somewhere. I'm not quite sure where I've put them. So this is like, if I was to get to the cupboard, I need to move this outside because that's going to go over to the table. I can grab my project. Like, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with my unicorn basket. It doesn't quite like sit nicely there, but maybe it will eventually, I don't know, but he was just too cute to put away. I've just realized that I could hang my big mat up, so I need to get another hook. I've just got some little 3M hooks there, but they actually up out of the way. That's a fantastic idea. So let me just see if I can move the trolley without all this going away. So if I get a hook that won't fall out, I can just put that there and we can open up the cupboard. And the cupboard So first off, I had some rulers that I don't use, never used, and I asked on a Facebook group, does anyone want some rulers? Swap you for some scraps. I got a huge handful of scraps for 2 rulers that I never used, and one of them I didn't even buy. So scraps, bonus scraps, crochet project. It's like, they're not perfect. Yeah, it's just good stuff. Hopefully this is like handbag stuff and snaps. Well, actually, where are the snaps? I don't know. This is unfinished projects. Bag of fabric, overlocker thread, strapping. I have no idea what's in there, even though I just did it. Patterns at the bottom and sewing machine. So it's not perfect, but hopefully when we were going to put a pantry in here, so in the meantime it's fine. So that's me. I am happy with that for the time being. You know, a craft actual room would be nice, but in the meantime it's workable. I think I just have to keep on top of it, I think, but I think it's going to work. And thank you. There were some comments in my last post, my last YouTube video, some hints and tips which I found useful, and I love my ruler wall. I just think it's cute. But yeah, I've got to get another hook so I can hang up that really big mat. But yeah, thank you once again for sticking with me, and I'll see you next time.